I don't know what is in the water this year. But after we saw this the other night, a goal unlike anything I had ever seen until then in Tampa, tonight, as the Bruins came into Colorado, we had ourselves a fantastic game. Big hits, big saves, plenty of goals, and our fair share of penalties. But none of this was out of the ordinary. What we saw in the second, though, I can again honestly say I have never seen. Both teams got a too many men at the same time. We'll get to that and everything else, as again, this was a truly fun one tonight, so let's get to it. 10 minutes in, and we got a penalty, Cogliano for tripping. And so going to the power play, it's Marchand, top of the circle, and he rips it, making him pay. Glove side, Zacha with the screen in front, and Marchand with his 16th of the year to open the scoring. Then not 5 minutes later, and it's another trip, this time Coyle on McKinnon. And so the Avs to the power play, Makar, McKinnon to Rantanen, and taking it right back, it's Mikko Rantanen breaking out the mini stick, redirects this one top cheese to square it right back up. But with that said, knotted up after 20, we'll head over to the second, where not 3 minutes in, Zacha and Shattenkirk would come together, and it's O'Connor all alone, and he scores. A pretty finish over the glove with his 6th of the year to give the Avs the lead. And that is when this happened. Puck into the Bruins' end, and it's an icing. Or not. It's waved off? Nope. Instead, it's too many men. The stripes would get together, and again, I have never seen this before. A double too many men as both teams simultaneously get called, and this is hard for my brain to even comprehend, so let's take a look at it. So right here, sure enough, there is definitely more traffic than an LA freeway at rush hour, but let's go back a bit, because as I said, there was a delayed icing, and there is definitely too many men here for Boston, but the whistle doesn't go for whatever reason. Play continues even though Boston has possession here. It should be a penalty, but instead the Avs now have a guy jump on, and technically for a second here, they had 6 guys on the ice, even if you can't really see it. Unfortunately, this is the best angle I could find, and that is now when the play gets blown dead. And I really don't get it, but I think they just messed up here. Maybe 2 officials seeing it 2 different ways, one for Boston, one for Colorado, and they say, all right, I guess we screwed the pooch here, so how about we just give 1 to each team? Yeah, that'll make sense. Super strange, and maybe this has happened before, it wouldn't surprise me, but have you ever seen this? Let me know down below. Either way, this meant we got a little 4-on-4 action. However, neither team would put one in, and so right after it expired, puck gets to Heinen, he goes around to the front, and they score. It's Beecher with his 5th, but watch this replay. Carlo putting this puck into the corner where he knew it would get to Heinen, which it did, and of course he goes around and they score. But just a great play here as Georgiev, upset about it, breaks the twig. Late into the period now, off an offensive zone faceoff, and Malinsky from way out scores his 2nd of the year, and with it, the Avs were up again, and after 40, they would take that lead into the 3rd period. And in the 3rd period, after we saw a real nice save on one end from Swayman, on the other end, it's Coyle. Spins, he puts it to the front, and it's Marchand. What a pass here to find Marchand for his 2nd of the night, there to put it home, back door, and it was 3 apiece. Tied up, it was a close game from here on out. 1 off the iron for Boston here, then great stuff from Drouin, slides in, back to Rantanen, and off the crossbar, as both teams catch a little iron. From here, Pasta right in front, and he can't get it to go, but immediately it's the other way again. Nichushkin and Johnson link up, but he stopped with a big save from Swayman again. And he kept the Bees in it late, as the Avs had tons of chances in a game that had action right down to the final buzzer. But ultimately, this one was going to overtime, where again, I'd have to say the Avs had the better chances. But with 2 to go, Logan O'Connor would get nabbed for holding, as the Bruins had themselves a phenomenal opportunity. But truthfully, not the best power play. They did get a couple of nice shots off, but they wouldn't get it to go, and after a fantastic 65 minutes of hockey, we were going to the shootout. Really a shame that it would end like this, but DeBrusk first and the poke check. McKinnon next, and Swayman all over it. Coyle, he misses. Rantanen, and again, Swayman stops it. How about Pasta? 5-hole? Nope. Nichushkin, and finally, Val Nichushkin with the shootout winner. Look at the celly as the Avs beat the Bruins 4-3 in what was a thriller of a game at home. But yeah, that's about it for this one. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it very much.